Oh, hey, so by the way, the Mark 40's done. I think it's time to celebrate. That's gonna be a fun drive later. Hello, July 5th Kira here. So when I made the video, I completely forgot to mention that I had a mini cosplay music video at the end of this to celebrate the making of the Mark 40, filmed by my good friend Equinox Cosplay. I must have been completely out of it, completely forgot to mention it, so yeah, look forward to that towards the end of the video. Hello everyone, my name is Kira Crates and my camera angle is a little too high for my liking, so I'm gonna change that real quick, and I did not expect that to make a mess, but you know what? It's funnier that way. Yes, that is right. The Mark 40 is done. It's been done for a while. Well, it's not quite done, but it's done, but it's pretty much done. Okay, so I lied. It hasn't been done for a while. It won't be done until a little bit after. Whatever, semantics aside. So yeah, today is a celebration because finally my Mark 40 videos are done. Everything that I put out is put out after this video. So after this, there's no more Mark 40 videos and I can move on with my life. Actually, never mind, there's nothing to move on to. Well, actually, that's a lie because I'm so behind on so much anime and stuff. I finally watched Hell of a Boss. That was a fun 2 seasons. Stolas is the best character.
When I'm lonely, I become hungry. And when I become hungry, I want to choke on that red of yours. Your and lick all of your before taking out your and with more teeth.
Don't at me, that's probably gonna be my next personality for next 2 weeks. Thank you, autism. But yeah, today's video, we're gonna be talking about everything that went into going into the suit, stuff like that, after the videos, actually running it through cons, and the actual like stories behind what was going on. Well, not really the full stories. There's a lot more that went on behind the scenes, but I'm going to be going over that in another video, which I will talk about towards the end. So make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Well, I hope you like my channel, but at least like the video if you like this video when it gets done. But subscribe to the channel where I got one more big video after this one. And yeah, it's going to be a bit more of a serious video than what I normally do. And it's going to be a lot more heartfelt. It's a lot of talking about nothing. So let's talk about after I finish all those videos. So those videos were supposed to come out like last year. Everything was supposed to be out by last year, but because that's not how time works when you have a 40-hour-a-week job, it's been heavily delayed, and everything took like a year later than I wanted to come out. So apologies about that. I know nobody really cares about that because, hey, they came out, so woohoo. But yeah, I got a little too ambitious, which I ended up getting the job done, but not exactly in the way I wanted to. So New York Comic Con rolled around, I got the suit done. That was the entire purpose of that series, and the entire purpose of the suit. See if I could get done a suit that had a lot better stuff done on it than the Mark 42 back here in a much shorter amount of time and get it done by New York Comic Con. I achieved that for the most part. We'll get into that. So I wore this guy at New York Comic Con with a bunch of other really cool Iron Man creators that I also looked up to, some of them and stuff like that. I made some new friends along the way, so that was pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, New York Comic Con, everything went pretty much smoothly. I got the suit like completely ready to go like a week before I left for New York. I wore this suit twice at New York Comic Con. I wore it at Times Square Friday night, which was honestly pretty crazy. There was this huge cosplay photographer meetup at Times Square Friday night in New York Comic Con run by NYC Cosplayer, or is it NY Cosplayer? I forget. He's an awesome dude. You should go follow him on Instagram. He does a lot of awesome shots. But yeah, that was my actual first test run of the suit. Kind of stupid, but it worked. Kind of, not really. I suited up later than I wanted to, not gonna get into that. That's water under the bridge, but I still got into it. I ran around in it for about an hour and I got a feel for the suit and how it would work out the next day. So I ran into one problem there, and I'm just gonna go into this because it's a little bit of a funny story. So I needed someone to suit me up there at Times Square. And so I completely misjudged that and I didn't link up with anybody prior to help me get suited up. I just kind of said, screw it, I'll figure something out. Somebody will be helpful enough to help me. And then on my mutual mind that like we've been mutuals and talked a little bit back and forth for a while. I think he goes by Dak Jaren or however you say it. Awesome dude. I actually met him there. He was in a Star Wars cosplay. I was like, hey dude, great to meet you. I need help. So he helped me get into the suit. It was very funny and very awkward, but mostly funny. It was the first time meeting each other and he immediately had to help me get into this thing. And cosplayers are amazing because when they see that you need help, a lot of them will be like, all right, what we gotta do to make this work? What we gotta do to fix this? What we do to get you in? And they're very willing to do very strange things to get you in. So, very intimate first meeting of us. I owe you big time next time I see you. Maybe we'll grab dinner or something. I don't know, because usually I get dinner first in that situation. But yeah, I got suited up there, got some awesome shots, like a couple of these shots from David Rayer Photography with my friend Ryder CGA. Awesome shots, got a really cool edit done with them too by Pixelens. And then I actually got to wear it for real the first time Saturday at New York Comic Con with Frankly Bill. I got to help Kenny Fish suit up for the first time in his Armored Adventure suit, which turned out really nice, and a bunch of other cool people. I got to see Squires Cosplay's Mark 45 in person for the first time, and God, that thing is unfairly gorgeous. It makes this thing look like a boy. Yeah, just a lot of really cool people hung out. I was suited up for about 4 hours, and this guy, let me tell you, is so much more comfortable than the Mark 42. Mostly. So the main problem I have in that suit is the legs. The legs are a little too long for me. And so that creates a little discomfort. I kind of have to wobble as I walk. I'm kind of on my tiptoes, even wearing platform shoes. These guys, I size the legs about perfectly to my actual leg length, and I was still in platform shoes, so I was still taller than I actually am. And I was able to move around so much quicker. Like I could actually have normal walk speeds because the legs were perfectly sized to me, so I didn't have like anything riding up on me or anything like that. And I think the cutouts here that I made on the legs, you can't see them on camera, but I made cutouts so that way like they could slide up easier and not like give me any problems. Now the only main discomfort I had in this suit, which I didn't fully realize until Magfest in January this year, was the shoulders. So I tapped out at New York Comic Con at about 4 hour mark. That's about what I've seen typically for a lot of Iron Man suits is around 4 or 5 hours. Like I suited down right at the con. And by the way, thank you to David, who's an awesome photographer, DT Jam, or however you say his name. Awesome dude, he helped me lug my tote up. And another photographer friend, Felix Wong Photography, got this really funny shot of us carrying it. I suited down at the con at Cosplay Central. A lot of us Iron Man dudes just hung around, shot the shit for a bit, and yeah, it was a fun day. And then New York Comic Con was over. I got cool pictures, had successful first run in this suit. And the only issue I really had was like with the shoe covers. So I have 3D printed shoe covers. So the actual shoe covers are like gone for a test of time because I threw them away. But there was another part that rested on top of here that actually covered the boot. So that was causing a whole lot of problems. Like it popped off, stuff like that. I just left them off and this silver part's good enough. Like the shoe's painted, whatever. But yeah, those shoe covers popped off. I just left them off. No big deal. And there was also a couple parts on the legs that popped off at Times Square that I just epoxied on. No big deal. What was left on there, I think 2 of them were left on the legs. I just popped the other 2 off, whatever, nobody was looking at them anyway. There's like 2 like armor plates that nobody really cares about. Those were the only real problems I noticed with the suit until we're getting into Magfest now. So at Magfest, I don't know what changed between New York Comic Con and there. I had the most excruciating shoulder pain of my life wearing this thing. So a major oversight on my part. So with how big and weird these shoulders are, they're like these super tall like fangs here that like rise like up here. That means that there's no flat part resting on my shoulder here like the Mark 42. The only parts of this shoulder that rests on me is this edge right here, like on the inside here, this edge, and this edge. So there are 4 very thin points, one here, one here, one here, and one here, that holds up the entire weight of the torso. Big mistake. So it's actually worse. It's only 2 points. Yeah, I didn't get them padded correctly. I didn't make a bridge, which I'm gonna do after I tear this thing apart to go to Cosplay World. I didn't make enough padding. And so those 4 points just dug into me so hard. Like I was like screaming at my friends at the end of that suit up to get me out of that thing. I was in so much pain. So yeah, that was the last time I wore this suit in January. It is now almost July. So yeah, I haven't worn this thing for a while. The last time I wore a suit was C2E2 in Chicago for the Mark 42 Battle Damage debut. And this guy's been sitting on the mannequin ever since. So that's pretty much everything that happened con-wise with the suit. And now we're gonna be talking about what I'm gonna be improving on this suit, and then I'm calling it quits. So one thing which I already did like a week ago, I've been slacking on this, but I finally got it done, was changing how the glove power works. So another issue I forgot to mention that I had with this suit, which was a major headache for me, is that whenever I put on and off the suit, for some reason, well, I know what the reason is, the wire in my wrist that connected the repulsor to the battery pack, which is in the forearm part, like right in here. Every time I took on and off the suit, at least one of them broke. So I would only have one repulsor working through the con. So like that happened at New York, that also happened at Magfest. I don't remember if both repulsors worked at Magfest, but I know one of the wires broke at some point. So I've kind of left it broken for a while until last week, where I decided I'm gonna fix that problem. And the gloves now have their own self-contained power source. So I'm just using a button cell battery that would go in like a watch, and I got some cheap battery holders off of AliExpress for them. So the size battery that I'm using for my repulsors is 1224 button cell batteries. And so I just have it in here, and then I just rewired it, and it goes into the repulsor. It sits in, like the battery sits in the back of my hand. And I also changed the button placement from my pointer finger to turn on and off the repulsor, and I just put it on the back of the repulsor here. It glows bright enough. It's not as bright, you can't really tell on camera, but it's not as bright as it was before because this is a lower voltage battery. So it's not as bright in person, but it's bright enough for cameras. It works just fine. It gets the point across. But now it doesn't rely on the battery pack inside the forearm, and now I can just slip the glove on, bada bing, bada boom, turn on, boom, there we go. And of course, the other thing, like I mentioned, that I have to fix when I tear this thing apart, I just haven't felt like it, is get the shoulders padded properly so that way I don't feel like I'm going to die. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be wearing this next at Cosplay World in Richmond, Virginia. I'm very excited because it's gonna be my first full guest appearance. If you don't know already, I was at their Christmas special last year, December 2024. That was a lot of fun, and I was also testing the waters about guesting at the main one, which I guess I passed the test because I'm having my own booth at the main one now, so that I'm gonna be displaying this guy while I'm not wearing him Saturday. So by the time this video goes up, which hopefully editing Kira will take care of, we'll see how disjointed this mess is, and we'll see if I get the editing done in time. But this video should be going up this Saturday. I am at Cosplay World. So that's pretty cool. If you're there, hi, glad to meet you. If you met me, if you didn't meet me, I was there. What are you doing? And if you're at Cosplay World watching this video right now, and you haven't met me Saturday, then hey, you got one more day to meet me. Hi, I don't bite, I promise. That's only after a couple dinners. But yeah, it's gonna be my final suit up for this year because I have been busting my rear end on a lot of things, like some commissions, working on getting the Mark 40 series done, working on other projects, and getting my other videos that came out this year out. I've been very tired between work and that and other stuff, which again, I'll get into in another video. That's gonna be my final time this year I'm suiting up, and the next to last con I go to for the year. I'm gonna be going to Otakon again, that's my regular. Hi, editing Kira that totally isn't dead inside right now. With all that being said, thank you for sticking around this long in the video. Now it's finally time to show you the Mark 40 in all of its glory. I hope you enjoy, and after that, we'll end the video.
Hot dark night, sweat on my brow. Wanna be like me? I can show you how. Blueprints ready on the wall. Just a little left DIY this all. Fusion from the childhood dreams, now detail reflected in electric schemes. In the dark garage under flickering lights, engineering marble prepping for the flight.
Beautiful.
Hand-built courage in the dark of night. No corporate backing, just a builder's might. From the chest reactor to the metal traps, he did it in a cave with a box of scraps. find. Blueprints ain't perfect, but the vision's clear. Hydrogen is ready and he feels no fear. Garage walls echo with repulsive blast. Another point of sanity has just been passed. Hand-built courage in the dark of night. No copper backing, just a builder's might. From the chest reactor to the metal traps, he did it in a cave with a box of scraps. In the dark of night, no corporate backing, just a builder's might. From the chest reactor to the metal traps, he did it in a cave with a box of scraps.
But yeah, one final thing I want to mention, like I said, I have one more video after this one coming out, and that is going to be a final Iron Man in general video, basically just going over the whole journey that I've been building both of these suits, behind the scenes, things I've been dealing with, and just a more, like I said earlier, heartfelt video on the entire journey, because a lot has happened during this time, and I'd like to go over it in one dedicated go out with a bang type of video, because it's going to be the end of an arc that I've been on and the start of whatever comes in the future. So I'm very excited to talk more in depth in that video. And like I said, make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell for when that video comes out and all my other future uploads. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that rant, mess, bang, or whatever. I don't know what that was. That was just me spitballing about the Mark 40, finishing the suit, finishing the series. God, that took me way longer to finish that series to what it should have been. Do I have things I regret that I wish I would have done differently on that series? Absolutely. Who doesn't? I kind of wish I had one or two more videos about it out, but honestly, I think what I got out is at least serviceable enough. And thank you to all the sponsors of this series, Dio3D, Polymaker, and Print Costume, for providing me everything to get this suit done. Pretty much everything. I said that earlier. I'm saying it for the final time this time, but like I said, like the video if you enjoyed it, and check out the Mark 40 series if you haven't for some reason already, and just subscribe if for some reason if you haven't. This is the third time I've said it. I don't know. My brain has not been working for a while, and that's without the alcohol. So have a great rest of your day. Be safe out there. Don't actually drink and drive. But yeah, just have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Go touch some grass.
Get my focus right. Go ahead. You don't have to keep going. You're good. Okay. Oh, you got it? Yeah, I think I got it.